The first ever WWE two-night SummerSlam is taking place this weekend. It is going to be August 2nd and August 3rd, or Saturday and Sunday. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and my predictions on what I believe is going to be taking place for both nights. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal, so I hope you have some water and some popcorn ready. Without further ado, let's just go hop directly into my predictions. All right. So, we are going to be starting off with the first night of SummerSlam, obviously, which takes place this upcoming Saturday, August 2nd, and we will be going from the bottom up. There is no direct order on how I feel these matches are going to take place. I am just going to give you to them as I read them off. So, the first match that I have here is Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, and I do believe that this match is obviously one of my favorite currently right now being told on WWE TV, as recently we've had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross feuding. We had Sami Zayn defeat Karrion Kross at Night of Champions, and then we've also had Karrion Kross defeat Sami Zayn on an episode of Monday Night Raw. Karrion Kross is telling Sami Zayn that if he wins, Sami Zayn, needs to tell everybody that Kross told the truth. It's actually a very interesting storyline, and there is a little bit of a deeper underlining tone to this match, and I believe as time goes on, we will find out what that is. Now, my easy prediction here is that Karrion Kross needs to win, because Karrion Kross recently has gotten over so well with the fans, and they have been chanting, "We want Kross," in every arena and every town that WWE goes to. So I believe that WWE needs to give this to Karrion Kross. Now, my problem with it is that you're giving a loss to Sami Zayn, but I am a believer that there is a lot for Sami Zayn to do. And again, the storyline between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross is a storyline that is literally can be made for a video by itself. But I'm just going to go ahead and take the easy pick in my head here, and that is WWE giving this match to Karrion Kross. So the next match that we have up is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, which features the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez taking on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And the reason why this match is so interesting isn't necessarily because of the Judgment Day, but it's actually because of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Recently on WWE TV, they have been paired together, but they're not actually friends. But they've been going out and they've been supportive of one another, so much so that they've been wearing shirts that says, "We are not friends." So it's actually kind of been funny to see. At WWE Evolution, we've seen Charlotte Flair get a big, huge ovation from the WWE crowd, which I think is due to the part that Charlotte Flair is normally always involved in, whether it be the World Championship picture or involved in the WWE Women's Championship picture. And it's just nice to see her in this kind of more fun role. She doesn't have to take things as serious, and we kind of get to see a side of Charlotte Flair that we haven't been able to see for quite some time. And I am a believer here that if WWE wants to get this match right, I believe that they give it to Alexa and Charlotte. A lot of people were speculating online that Alexa and Charlotte would probably break up here, but I don't think WWE should do that. I think there's a lot of momentum behind these two. I think WWE sees the momentum that they're getting, obviously because of the ovation that Charlotte received at Evolution. So if WWE was smart, in my eyes, I believe that they give the match to Charlotte Flair. I think that's a very easy pick. So the next match that I have here is I have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll taking on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Now, the reason why this match is very significant right now is because there is an underlining factor here that Drew McIntyre may not make it to SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre has been stuck in Britain, as we last have reported. Now, how true that still is to this day, we don't know, but WWE hasn't made any type of announcement about this situation. So we don't really know, but we did see The Miz come out and make a video talking about how he believes that he should be teaming up with Logan Paul. Obviously, there's some history there. Both are Cleveland natives. I think WWE, if they wanted to give anybody the shot in this match, if it wasn't Drew McIntyre, I think it should be Carmelo Hayes. That's just me personally. Nothing to The Miz. He's obviously great, but I want to see Carmelo Hayes on WWE TV. Now, I am going to book this match in the thought process that Drew McIntyre is going to be there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give my prediction. I do think that it's going to be Randy Orton and Jelly Roll that pick up the victory, as I do think it's just going to be one of those feel-good moments that all of the WWE fans really want to see. Jelly Roll has obviously been a huge factor on WWE TV. We've seen him take out Logan Paul recently with Abyss's Black Hole Slam, and then you've seen him cut some awesome promos, and he's been talking in interviews about how he's gotten tips from the likes of Jacob Fatu, The Undertaker, Paul Heyman, numerous names. So he has been training and working hard. So I think WWE fans have really given him a hard time, but I think it's just under the circumstance that WWE fans aren't necessarily happy with all the celebrity involvement. But this is SummerSlam. It is a huge show, and WWE is always known to get celebrities involved in these type of matches, so it's not really shocking to me, but I'm going to go ahead and take Randy Orton and Jelly Roll in this match, as I believe it is the right call, personally. So the next match that we have is the WWE World, or excuse me, not the WWE World, but the WWE Women's Championship. And this is going to feature Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill won the WWE Queen of the Ring at Night of Champions to go on and face Tiffany Stratton for this championship. Now, a lot of us figured that Naomi would have cashed in after this, but we ultimately at WWE Evolution seen Naomi cash in on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, and she is now the WWE Women's World Champion. My thought process here is that they are going to give this to Jade. I do think Tiffany has had a very good run, but I think WWE really wants Jade to go out, kind of be an ambassador for the company. You know, she's very involved with pop culture and things of that nature, and I think WWE, if they were playing their cards right, ultimately give this to Jade Cargill. Now, these two have been feuding on SmackDown in some capacity, not the most serious capacity, just kind of pulling and, you know, going at each other. We haven't seen like an actual massive build just yet, but this Friday I can expect something right before SummerSlam, so we'll see then. But my thought process here is that Jade Cargill does indeed pick up the victory. Now, let's lead into what I believe is going to be the main event of night one of SummerSlam, and that is going to be CM Punk taking on Gunther. Now, this match is exciting for me as I am a longtime CM Punk fan. I've traveled with him to anything that he's done. I've watched him in anything that he has been a part of. I am a big CM Punk fan, so there's a tad bit of bias there. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Now, I'm not going to be the most biased person. I am going to try and come in with a unbiased opinion, as I do believe that it is silly to take the belt off of Gunther right at this time, as he just got off a win over Goldberg. He defeated Jey Uso after he lost it at WrestleMania. I'm not sure how credible Gunther looks if he loses this match here. But every part of my body tells me, hey, CM Punk is the guy. They're going to want to put this championship on him. He's all over WWE now. CM Punk, shockingly, after many years, after him doing the pipe bomb, CM Punk is the poster boy of WWE right now alongside Cody Rhodes. He is the guy that they are going to want to carry their company. Now, I do not believe that he needs to go out and have this very long run. I am actually a believer this run can be done, you know, in 6 months, or, you know, even if it just lasts up to WrestleMania and he defeats, or Seth Rollins defeats him there. I just think that they need to give the world title to CM Punk. So my easy prediction here, CM Punk picks up the victory over Gunther. Now, I understand that this video is probably a little bit longer than most of us are expecting, so I hope you have some water on you. I hope you're drinking some water. I hope you are enjoying some popcorn. And I hope that, again, we're just enjoying this video. Now, we are going to hop into day 2 of SummerSlam, and go get your water real fast. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Let's get into day 2. So this day is very interesting. We have the WWE Tag Team Championship match, and we have the Wyatt Six taking on DIY versus the Street Profits versus Fraxium versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus Andrade and Rey Fenix. Now, this is a very exciting match as it was just made official recently. The Wyatt Six and all of these tag teams have been feuding for numerous weeks now, and these guys have been out there really doing their thing, and I think it's awesome that they're getting this match on the WWE SummerSlam card in such an important role. It is a TLC match. Ultimately, my thought process here is that the Wyatt Six are going to win, as they just actually won the WWE Tag Team Championships. And they did say on SmackDown, they said they are going to test all these tag teams' loyalties to one another, and how well they are going to work together against the Wyatt Six. I thought that was very interesting. This match, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of spots. It's probably going to be match of the night, in my personal opinion, but I do think that the Wyatt Six ultimately will get the victory here. So the next match that we have is the Intercontinental Championship match, and we have Dominic Mysterio taking on AJ Styles. Now, AJ Styles getting a championship match is always nice to see. I'm a big AJ Styles fan. AJ and Dominic have been feuding on Raw, as Dominic Mysterio has been telling AJ, I'm not cleared. And it's kind of been one of the more comedic things where AJ Styles has just kind of been wherever Dominic has been. If Dominic is, pulling up in a car, AJ is dressed as a valet worker. If Dominic is in the back, if he's in catering, AJ Styles is as a janitor. So many things. If, Dominic is in their little hideout, the Judgment Day hideout, AJ Styles is there and he's telling him, he's like, hey, man, I'm watching you. I'm watching everything you're doing. And finally, Dominic Mysterio was cleared, and he attacked AJ Styles at the medical room, and, they made the match official there. He said, I'll see you at SummerSlam. So we are getting this match. My pick here is I'm going to take AJ Styles, as I think AJ Styles will go on with that title to have some really good matches against the likes of Penta, Sheamus, Rusev. So many names come to thought there. The next match that we have is the WWE United States Championship match, where we are going to be seeing Solo Sikoa taking on Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match. Now, this feud started at Money in the Bank, where Jacob Fatu turned on Solo Sikoa, saying, I hate you, Solo, because Solo was back running his mouth to JC Mateo about Jacob Fatu, saying he had a big dumb brain. Kind of funny. Solo has been one of the more comedic characters here. Now, my thought process is that we are going to see Tala Tonga, we are going to see Tonga Loa, we are going to see JC Mateo, we're going to see all these guys get involved, and I do think that Solo Sikoa will pick up the victory here, retain his title, but this will not be the last for these guys. They will go on to continue their feud, maybe up until Survivor Series, give or take. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Solo in this match. I think Solo is the right call. It only puts Jacob Fatu more over with the fans. The next match that we have is the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match, and we are going to be seeing Becky Lynch taking on Lyra Valkyria. This match, to me, it's a pretty simple call. I'm going to go ahead and pick Lyra Valkyria, as I don't believe Becky Lynch necessarily needs the title. I think the title kind of needed Becky Lynch for a minute, and ultimately it put Lyra Valkyria over with the fans. It has been a good feud. They got Bayley involved with it a little bit. These two have been feuding since the night after WrestleMania, so there has been a little bit of a long history there. Ultimately, I think Lyra is the right person to win this, because if Lyra does lose, she will not be able to challenge for that Intercontinental Championship so long as Becky Lynch is the holder of that. The next match that we have is the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship, where we will be seeing Naomi taking on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Now, obviously, Naomi did cash in her Money in the Bank at WWE Evolution, and it was very shocking to a lot of people. Naomi ultimately getting that spot in that role. We all thought that she would do it at SummerSlam against Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, but no, she had other plans. She cashed in when nobody was expecting her to, and she cashed in on Rhea and Io, and it was an amazing cash in. Now, my thoughts here, Naomi's going to retain. I don't think that they're going to put the title on Naomi for strictly 1 month, and I think it's ultimately going to play into a bigger feud with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, and I do think that Naomi will eventually go on, obviously, at the Clash in Paris. Stephanie Vaquer won a Battle Royal at WWE Evolution to go face the winner of this match at Evolution, so I do believe that we'll be seeing Naomi taking on Stephanie Vaquer there. Now, my thoughts, this match is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of cool spots. It's going to be exciting. It could potentially be match of the weekend, in my personal opinion. That's just my thought process. These three are obviously amazing talent, and we've seen what Rhea and Rhea and Io can do in the ring, so that'll be a lot of fun to watch. And finally, we have reached our ending, and if you guys haven't, make sure you like this video, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Actually subscribe to the channel. You definitely got to do that. My thought process now is we have the WWE Undisputed Championship. Now, we are going to be seeing John Cena taking on Cody Rhodes. Now, there is a lot to dive into with this match, but I will give you the simple form here. John Cena will retain his WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes is going to film the new Street Fighter movie. Cody Rhodes will be gone for quite lengthy of a time. Now, the kicker here is that I do believe that WWE is going to try their best. Now, whether they succeed or not will be interesting, but WWE is going to try their best to do the infamous double turn, where in the match we see the heel turn babyface and we see the babyface turn heel. So obviously it would be John Cena turning babyface and Cody Rhodes turning heel. My thought process here is WWE is going to try and pull that off. Now, I get it. On SmackDown, we've seen Cody Rhodes say, like, hey, sometimes as the good guy, you have to do some bad things to get back at the good guy, when in reality, I don't know if that necessarily needs to happen, but I understand where they're coming from. My thought process here is that they're going to try and pull that off so Cody Rhodes can go, film his movie, and we are going to get a little bit more of John Cena, I think, as these later months go on. It's going to be a lot of fun. John Cena is ultimately a legend, and I think that he'll have his last match against somebody like Braun Breaker or Gunther, and we'll see that later in December. But I do ultimately think that they are going to hold off maybe until Australia or San Diego for him to drop that title. But I do believe that he will drop it before the retirement happens, or he will hold it until his retirement happens, and maybe somebody like Braun Breaker or Gunther will defeat him for that championship. But ultimately, this is all for you guys to decide. I am so interested to get your guys' predictions. You guys can let me know down in the comment section below, as I do believe this is going to be a very long but fun weekend. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, hit the notification bell, turn on post notifications, smash that subscribe button, man, because I will be keeping you guys updated with everything that is indeed WWE SummerSlam as the weekend goes on. We'll also be doing a watch along for both nights, so make sure to tune into that. Other than that, that's all I got for you. Again, leave your comments down below, as I'm super interested. I appreciate you guys as always. I'll be talking to you later. Peace.